Off to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Laporta. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now, Goff. This one caught by Patrick. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. 3rd and a yard. Here's Goff. Open man, left side. He's got it. The Lions on their first time out. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing here is Goff. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 on the 25-yard line.
Here's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Goff. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off. It's DeMar Hamlin. Inside the 30. He's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Bills. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Williams now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard.
At the 36-yard line.
He'll go play action with Goff. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And that is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. That sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? It's always...
Hey, yeah, fresh out the, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Blap, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down. Look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, been more PayPal. Turned up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new ain't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang.
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one underway. And off we go from Ford Field. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to test this secondary right away. He's got it! And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. You talk about a way to get this one started, Greg. Come on the road, go downfield deep, and put 6 on the board.
You can tell, Mike, this offensive coordinator, he wanted to come out aggressive in this one. Finds himself on the road. What does he do on the first snap? Deep shot, touchdown, strike first.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Williams on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll push forward for about a yard. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle. Once again, it's Gibbs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, it will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
It is caught left side by St. Brown. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Steelers' 38-yard line.
On 2nd down, Goff. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Patrick motioning here. The Lions call their first timeout. They motion a receiver right. A 2nd down throw for Goff. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers will take over here just past the 30.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
They go play action with Wilson. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter.
Lions nothing.
They go play action now. Wilson. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson. That is caught downfield by Pickens. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll find his big target, Pat Fryerman.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here's a screen set up for Warren. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down. Oh, he missed it from short range. A bad miss. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 1-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. That pass caught by Amon-Ra. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Goff to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Down the sideline. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. It is a big play there for the Lions. 39 yards. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's first and goal. Here's Gibbs. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Second and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And he's in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On first down, Wilson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Get this complete. It's Williams over the middle. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got his man. It's Pickens. Will score. George Pickens. Touchdown, Steelers. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, it's Williams. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Off the play fake, here's Goff. On target to Laporta. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. On play action, Goff. That one taken in by St. Brown.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
A good spot here, second and a yard. Goff to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Williams in motion. Now Wilson on 1st down. This one complete to Washington. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
He'll let this go for Pickens. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. Here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Steelers, who are in the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Williams now to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Go, Brown. Brown. Brown.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Obama.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Well, after the nice run to start the drive, why not go back to the well and try it again? And that's exactly what they do. Have to imagine at some point now, the defense tries to change their look.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. There to make the stop, the All-Pro T.J. Watt.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Goff to throw on 1st down. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Quick slant caught by St. Brown. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's the pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Hold on. Check.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
The tackle by Alex Smith. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
We go tonight.
Now, Goff. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And he's going to have a Lions first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on fourth down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll come up for 2nd and 9. Gibbs. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Here's a big one. This third down. They'll drop to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Another run here with Harris. And a good push defensively. They're going to get him down back at the 10. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory.
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, when we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run it back.
You getting money, you really don't need to talk about it. Move quiet, you should try it, there's some clout around it. Chase it, and overthinking the process. Outside of the gate, spewing that nonsense. On the phone, he begging women to come out. Back to back, calling until his minutes run out. Begging for loose change and scraping to maintain. No sipping, and playing with waist chains.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. The kicker, Jake Bates, has this one on the tee. He'll run up and send this one away here at Ford Field. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Hurts. Rolling to his right. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Quick toss by Goff is complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. To throw is Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now receiver in motion left. That is caught. Touchdown. Tim Patrick, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game, but I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions 7, Eagles nothing.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
But partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second down and 6 now. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. The first and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Tackle there by Big Jordan Davis. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now 3rd down and 7. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Goff now looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Gibbs straight ahead. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Goff. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. 1st down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the 1st down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there. Kick it. Put it through the posts. Go up 2 scores.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, but now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
And an Eagles first down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Aiden Hutchinson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
He'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Now 1st and goal. He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Lions have just about...
Getting kind of dangerous. Feels like it's a load. My mind stunning like a cloud of dust. My heart always wants to run. Oh, if you